So one of the coolest things that Tim and I got to do is we just did a Q&A at the San Francisco Independent Film Festival, which is a very esteemed film festival. It actually it's got its main festival, which we're playing at February 7th at the Roxy Theater. And then they're also doing a virtual festival with a Q&A, and you could watch it too, but it's geolocked to the Bay Area, I believe, which is pretty cool. Which it's really cool. Like a lot of film festivals are doing that now. They can geolock something to a region so that you're not jeopardizing your premieres in other states and countries and stuff like that.
Very awesome. Very awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the top level festival, but there's some sub festivals that we've already gotten into that's associated with that, right? Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, in my opinion, San Francisco Independent Film Festival is one of the top underground film festivals. The Academy Award one, the Studio Film Festival, is the San Francisco International. But if you're an auteur, if you're an artist, you're typically going to be you're going to be wanting to get into the San Francisco Independent Film Festival.
Right.
A lot of people compare it to Sundance versus Slamdance. Sundance being primarily studio films, and then Slamdance, although it's so big now, but they will play actual underground or independent. I'm reluctant to just use the word independent these days because people misuse it all the time,
It's independent film and it's $20 million budget. It's like, really?
Yeah. It's supposed to be outside of the studio system. So if Harvey Keitel's in your film, I'm sorry, you don't, why would you even claim that? Just be happy you're a studio filmmaker.
Right.
So I think there's that. So the cool thing about San Francisco Independent Film Festival is that it has, I believe it's 6 festivals total. The sort of headlining film festival is San Francisco Independent Film Festival, but then it has other ones, like I think one's called the Green Film Festival, then there's San Francisco Documentary Festival, and then there's another Hole in the Head. And that's something that we actually won Best Documentary Film in 2024, I think.
Yeah, that was for American Expendables, right?
For American Expendables, which it's 100% Tim's music in that. And we won, it was Best Documentary. We actually got a Gold Telly Award for that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But the reason why I think San Francisco, you could call it like a top tier, is because of those, because it's a powerhouse. It's like 6 other festivals,
Right.
So I think you could. Another Hole in the Head, just their genre festival has been called a top film festival, genre film festival in the world by Movie Maker magazine, which a lot of people quote. So if you think of it in terms of just their genre fest is a top 50 genre, then you would think as a whole, it's got to be, fairly top,
Yeah.
So in their lane, you wouldn't say, and that's the thing about this stuff. It's like there are festivals that just are not independent at all. And it's weird to think of like that, but like New York Film Festival, it's just not, there's no independent films in there. This isn't like a judgment call. It's purely
mainstream studio stuff.
Yeah. And even Sundance these days almost never allows anything truly outsider unless it's brought in by a major studio or agency.
Yeah.
Because that happens too. Like a major studio could acquire some film made in, England or India or something and then bring it in and then be like,
or how about in the case where like maybe an A-lister does a pet project or something and they want it to show at that? Do you think that's something like if Brad Pitt did a pet project and wanted to show it at Sundance?
I think Brad Pitt like disqualifies it from being independent because he's an entrenched, Hollywood icon,
Right.
I mean,
like by that definition, right. Like
just be, that's what I'm saying. Just be happy you made a Brad Pitt movie. You don't have to stick independent on it. Just don't bother. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
But there's all these judgment calls